Hey everyone, Crop Corners here. I want to do a little video. I'm probably going to start doing some more videos different from Chew. So here's my one of my first videos of me kind of venturing off of Chew for now, just because I've sort of finished that collection so far. I mean, if more stuff comes out, of course I'm going to get it, but so here's my next collection that I'm going to be talking about. I think I have like about 45 issues. This week is going to be the last week of this collection. So here in front of me I have Forever Evil #1. It's a part of a series, a part of a series from Villains Month. DC's doing a Villains Month where they kind of have every villain X out the superhero, their counterpart superhero, and put their name on the cover, and they have a picture of them. The different thing though about the series that they're doing is they made it into 3D, and 3D looked really nice. They have a 2D version, but the 3D version personally was awesome. It was completely just freaking awesome. Not only was it so awesome, but it's really rare because according to my comic shop owner, the owner of the comic shop that I go to out here in San Diego, I guess their DC had gotten the plastic to make the 3D covers from a place in Japan. I believe that's where it is, in Japan. And they got their plastic from there, and when they started making, they put in their order of how much comics did they want, and what quantity in each cover did they want. They put in their order, and then they released like a little sneak preview of the comics, and there were some titles that they didn't think were going to do so well, and they ended up doing really well because, as you can see, the 3D looks really awesome. It's not like the 90s where it was some sticker that they put on there, or you had to, wear some glasses to see it. It's like full motion. And I'll show you here. It looks really like they're jumping out at you. And you can see their heads moving, and the background moves nice. So they didn't anticipate it being as huge and as they thought it was going to be. I mean, it's gotten to the point where some comic shops aren't even getting titles. So they put their order in, and they didn't get enough of some of the titles, as I said before. And so now people are like, oh man, this title's awesome, like Harley Quinn. Like, people are like, Harley Quinn's the shit, we want Harley Quinn. And they went back to their distributor of the plastic, and they said, you know what, we need to make more copies. The distributor said, we do not have any more plastic. You guys used the last of the plastic, and it's gonna be a couple months before we get the other plastic. So long story short, they decided to just release them anyways. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do. You have all these copies, you're gonna release them. So they released them, but it was just a frenzy. I mean, there were some comic shops getting a bunch of, like, let's just say Joker. Like, I know my comic shop got a lot of Joker and like no Harley Quinn. And so like, there's just some comic shops that just didn't get anything. And then, like, of course you have to subscribe. I didn't know about the subscribing. I usually just go in and get my comic that I need. And for this comic, you had to subscribe for it. So I ran around town trying to, pick up as many covers as I could. And I found a really awesome comic shop that I go to out here. They let me subscribe. They're the best people. I just love going to that comic shop. They have everything, first of all. Second of all, their prices are good, I'm just really happy with that comic shop. And so I got this comic. This is a seller incentive, and basically what that means is one copy of this particular variant per comic shop, and that was just for the people who were selling it, like a kind of thank you from DC for selling their comics. So I picked this one up, and I have the honor of owning one, and I am ecstatic that I have this comic and I'm able to own this comic. I'm going to send this into the CGC. I feel that it should get a very good score. I personally have not opened it to read it. I'm kind of scared to do that because I don't want to ruin it. They just look so nice that I really don't want to ruin the comic, so I'm afraid to read them. There are some 2D copies that I was able to pick up. Again, some of the 2D copies also sold out because this was a highly anticipated series for DC Villain Month. And basically, they're all one-shotters, so this is good, especially for people like me who don't really read superhero-type comics. They're all one-shotters, meaning that basically all of the stories that are in the comic are either the first story or like a sort of like twist on the first story, and you really get to see how the villains became who they are, and you get to see their motives. Like, I read the Poison Ivy one because Poison Ivy is my favorite, and I was like, oh, this is awesome, you know, like I got to really know her whole backstory, and it was just about her, which was awesome. So if you don't know too much about superheroes, don't even worry about it. I would, if I were you, I would pick up some copies and read them because it's really interesting and it's cool. You don't have to really know anything about each character in order to get a good understanding. This Forever Evil #1, they do have other variants of this. It's not just 3D. The 3D was the only seller incentive. So the only way you're going to get a 3D is if you were a seller or if a seller sold it to you. I haven't read it yet, but I heard from the message boards that Justice League 23 of the New 52, Justice League 23 kind of leads into this one. So if you're caught up with Justice League, or if you haven't read it, maybe you should pick it up, read 23, because I heard that it really tells you like who's going to turn on each other and stuff like that. Personally, I haven't read it. I have it. I just have to read it. I just haven't had time because of school and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to read that, and then I'm going to read the variant, my 2D variant that I got of this one. And so yeah, so supposedly it leads up and tells you everything. I really do love the cover art. I'm a really big villains fan for some reason. That's why I have never really read superheroes, because I'm kind of not really into the whole cheesy, you know, someone saves someone else. But I do like the history of it, and I think it is interesting. I'm just not really into that too much. So I was really happy that they came out with this villain month, because I am all for villains. I always want the villain to come out on top, just because not too many times do you see it. So I was really interested in this series. And I think that, you know, even if you're really into superheroes and things like that, like, you'd be interested in it too, because it's a lot of information in here. So yeah, I wanted to share this. I was going to do an unboxing video. I just got it today, but I accidentally opened it thinking it was a Chew comic. And so it turned out to be this. I have it in my top loader for now, but I'm just waiting on a couple more comics so that I can send them off together. But this will, send them off to the CGC. So this one's really awesome. I love it. These are going to my personal collection. I'll do a video on all 52 of the covers once I have time, and just kind of give you guys a little breakdown of how it went and things like that. So yeah, so if you have any questions, just let me know. As of now, I have a couple extras. If you would like to email me and we could work something out, maybe we can, you know, do a little something so that you can get a copy. I think I have extra Cyborg, extra Joker, and I think I might have 2 other ones. So so just email me if and I'll let you know if I have it or not. But yeah, so I'm excited about these. I'm excited to share it with you, and I will be doing more videos soon. So thank you for watching.